Yeah, Mama Nyakwa Baby Emfa Emra Begum Jubedia so on Adom TV live on DSTV channel 280, Go TV channel 119, Multi TV Big Boss so here live and so yes me on our social media platforms. Check it Adom TV, Facebook to YouTube. Maybe I could be searching for Adom TV. Maybe they see in Siam. So small about the Wakata man pay in the headlines. Daily graphic the Wakata in your research mining sector with local content. President unveils 5 pillars to transform industry. CJ dismisses petitions against EC chair and special prosecutor. Daily graphic. Daily guide. Mamprobi polyclinic baby thief arrested. NPP set guidelines for internal elections. CJ rejects petition for EC bosses special prosecutor removal. Government to register churches. Burkina Faso terrorist attack. Survivors are lifted home. 8 victims buried. Daily guide. Daybreak. Russia-Ukraine war. 55 Ghanaians killed. Report reveals. Government to cover bills of survivors in deadly Burkina Faso attack. Free land for Mahama project urges Mida. Daybreak. The Hawk. 10 billion Ghana cedis debt bill cleared. Investors share as confidence returns. NPP left just 221 Ghana cedis for 4,000 zongos. No case against Jane Kisi and Co. Chief Justice. Minister stops 45 trawlers code. Fishing ban in Ghana's 12th nautical mile zone. Old image, new lies, rock NPP. Photographer cries foul over old image used to mislead the public. The Hawk, the Wakata, Adom. The overseer. No justice for Sir as J. Mensah and deputy survive removal process. PBC reopens cocoa buying centers nationwide to restore confidence in cocoa sector. Forestry Commission honors 2 ICT pioneers for modernizing commission systems. President Mahama visits Burkina Faso terror attack survivors at 37 military hospital. The overseer, the Wakata Esodono. The business analyst. 37 military hospital. Mahama visits survivors of the Burkina Faso terrorist attacks. Petitions against UC chair, SP, dismissed. Let's take pride in manufactured cocoa and not just raw beans, President Mahama, the business analyst. The archives, and I'm deviating. Deaconess Jane Mensah, UC deputy saved, despite SAR injustice and Kalabule as NPP propaganda plans crash. Baby thief was desperate for a child. Gender minister reviews as suspect appears in court today. Ghana triggers Interpol alert over Russian sex scandal. Court convicts fishmongers for drying ankles on roadside. The archives, the Wakata, and the way back, and the other pages. The Wakata no ede ebaye and anopay. The first administrator. A new initiative for Mother Ghana. I mean to make us say a former journalist. Once a journalist, always a journalist. So she's a journalist by profession, an entrepreneur by decision, administrator by appointment. They didn't know Dako. The administrator of Ghana Medical Trust Fund, the friend Mahamacares. We will call there. But I'm say, and then beautiful memories be about him. So they can want some name for me. Oh wow, nice. Who watch it?
Michelle, I was way.
Nyami Adom. First administrator, Mahamacares. And you're too huge.
One cause I was here and I was saying. Oh yeah, sure, kaka. Baby say, Sabi, on your doctor, on your policy, health policy course, via yate, incident in a modern court one.
Mahamacares.
Ejuma we here doctor no be.
Okay.
You hear be a oye focus do nim say is a president's initiative.
Okay.
Initiative biso enye initiative ya ye keke.
Yeah.
Adwendwen akwaechiri. Wo say nipa tna ho no mo de o madwen abom no mo hu say sa initiative we ya ebebo aye. Say okay ye krom ha and the deaths I work from her 45% are attributed to non-communicable disease.
45%.
45% of deaths. What am I saying?
Taking lead of road accident.
And I'm telling you. Inti se one kumu na one ko try se we be save situation no. Now what's now say sebe national health insurance or hon to be and take advantage of it. Now sebe undwin kwetri. What am I saying?
Okay.
Inti to initiate such an initiative, it just takes a person with a lot of wisdom.
But did the appointment come to you as a surprise?
I think that baby I may need a hope.
Okay.
And I was President Mahamacares, I know the Meko Airport as a deputy CEO. I was at the Ghana Airport as deputy managing director. It just took a day. And then
made
a friend me do a degree letter to mommy.
Wow.
And then the appointment was taking effect the next day. Inti me fan say your friend me 31st July last year. My appointment was for 1st of August. That's what I say. And it's an appointment unim say started from scratch.
Yeah.
I said you'll be after us we Mpensenpensemu dan also.
Yeah.
Until us near bay. Into OJ letter no that's
it's your record that people are going to build upon.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And I intend say the kind of foundation Messia Sihono. Say be so before for bad na say so no be sit down in cra. Obi say obo be a foundation no see na solid.
Okay.
Because apomuden ho adwuma na ye no say ye nsini na ye anya foundation ye na ye si dan ni si so be dwuregu for
Mahamacares ebe de ade
Mahamacares ebe take care of omo chronic diseases omo ye helpless onibuafo obi a sebe ye ka say ende corner koye test we poni ye nhwe se wo chronic disease obeto nsa akọwie mu say meye ne deni because at the end of the day no test no kra wo beye ansa ye hu say bia sebe when ya cancer when ya cardiovascular disease when ya kidney failure anything so far as non-communicable disease is concerned test no kra anya sam ketwa nti before obekwa koye sa test no doctor no betimi hu say we ni na ha wono obey then we to sana mo. And Sebi, national health insurance, no, it goes to a certain level.
Yeah.
Sebi, you know, by more breast cancer. I show them to a certain level. A ban surgery, they will call into real treatment. Now, national health insurance ain't do all man. Inti President Mahamacares say, and then Abu Afua dream when who say, after health insurance, no, then you beat me a year. More call into the chronic state, no. Yet me abu because also no our examples also in a stepmother near breast cancer it we right before his eyes also be no boa no enya kidney disease or see or turn hunyema nya the treatment by the time or turn hunyema we and still or ye den owu ye e man den ebusuan for kroma ye den omaskata into onim how it feels like to be diagnosed of a chronic disease and unti na wafa and who say this is the legacy that he wants to live so far as we in a human dear or call the next 4 years. On him so also start to do baby obi for bar obetimi aden obetimi aba betwaso nti sana mon na yetu
et wo hwe sesi kaseye this non-communicable disease treatment is expensive.
I'm telling you me see we be beginning into bear with 3-4 months no and cost to 56,000 just to go in there.
So like kidney disease, breast cancer,
ninya obeye with test radiotherapy, doctor do betu drone ndo no kra nya asem ketwa. What am I say? Intia what's us now dream one say be nkrofo bebre say oh na national health insurance na nkasa sika no nso omo dada ade na wakwa 20% say wo de koye Mahamacares na ye over ambitious na ye hwehwe ni mu na ye ade ebi nto da obetimi aka ne opebia but se wo nua na wo busua ni bi akọ into that state na what say mboa pie bebia wo beta nyame ase say intervention aba ena me sure say nkomo iso aye abu ye bekomu a wo behu edwuma nketenkete a yetimi aye before ye roll out na wo behu say interventions no is saving lives and is made a lot of impact.
Adeba ko betimi age saa eni so ade hu say etimi asuo ama ya afeboye embra beta akire
exactly
isan so ma wo ne sembra eta bibia chi na peso yi free one ma ya na e cumbersome chest ye ya no keke everybody asuo so Ghana Medical Trust Fund Mahamacares embra be ne bo akire a mode agina se enne obo obia eni ho na ye de akwasinsia ekwa obekwa akoto aso
into Ghana Medical Trust Fund ye Bible ni
okay
Act 1144 and on a parliament for year day omo pass emayen
okay
wo hwe ye act mu say the object of the fund is to mobilize resources to finance and support the provision of specialized medical care for the treatment of persons living with chronic diseases.
Okay.
We here to ho. Wasa chere wo senia wo be fund sa yara we any niema obetimi aye den aka ho. Or say the source of the monies for the fund. What am I say? At the end of the day, no what say 20% of total monies allocated to the national health insurance. Or see monies approved by parliament.
Okay.
Wasa culture say monies accrued to the fund from investments. Because fund no yesika bia ye wono say yemfa anye BBC a yetimi the year investment enya ho mfaso eno no bema yesika no awo amaye. What am I say? Osan culture say wa more permission say obetimi receive grants, donations, gifts and any other voluntary contributions made to the fund.
Okay.
What am I
say?
So
from individuals, corporate bodies, missions, even government.
Yes.
It's a bit contributing.
And nothing now better I will tisa bind the bia original corporate institutions so any government agencies they say omumboa because national health insurance 20% nkwa entimi enye stage ma we a mandate we na omodiama fund no eno ntina war act no mu na wo so aban na nkasa so etu anamon a one ni agencies na ehihye ministries na se na edi nkomo se mo corporate social responsibility no mombo modern say na tie bia every year bia mo beti kakra e dia akoma Ghana Medical Trust Fund for no mo dia support o mo adwuma na o mo ye no.
Okay, so we are here can I say no yarebe specifically and na Mahamacares able take care of is it only non-communicable disease they can't even non-communicable disease na yarebe
say non-communicable disease na yedite fund no.
Okay.
Inti eno no ye ka say bibi ye non-communicable disease e che say disease entimi nsane.
Okay, yare a embonkaye.
Thank you. Embonkaye.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day entimi nsane o.
Okay.
Say ye ka say ntobura ye wa obi jan nchen osuro because e bi be ye no nebo ana. We no enya yare esane. Say be obi wo obusuem na we nya cancer. Wontimi nka say wo gina ne nchen na wo hwe na e bi be ye. Inti yewo cancers, yewo cardiovascular disease, obi enya stroke, diabetes, kidney failure ne sa ne maninya enye den ensane. But yare a ehun amte.
Okay.
E ka won ehun ayaresa ehun nante ne ade enye easy. Ena bebre so wo e ka won yentimi emma won heal fully till you die.
Okay.
Inti ye bibia eyewa lives with you for the rest of your life. Most of it.
And it's a me top fund and so fund me take it care throughout has a beer mejemo.
What I so? Wow. From a diagnosis.
Aban wusika.
And yeah, aban sika nkwane DS ejuman. And as we are going forward no so say see I know almost your Martin National Health Insurance 20% amount.
Yeah.
Aban nankasa no me offer na say no ye ne pilot o.
Okay.
Into all share sika kakra na mede ama ono wo gifts a obenya wo donations nya ade no ne betimi aye nti media mi wo gidie se ento aye nwie beye 1 year na ban na kasa tu nani na okohwe ne ayetimi aye a obenya direct source of funding so that at the end of the day you depend on national health insurance ni ade yes
okay.
Inti media me fan say beginning na ye foundation ni de aban so de ye ne pilot ahwe nia ye betimi e de aye
okay. With the investment na mo ye no what kind of investment na mo ye in our health sector?
Whatever it is no wo share ye act no ma en kire say ye sika no ye de betua medical bills nko
okay.
Inti eno na ya na nkrofo bebre nti ase yes last week yes parliament pass 2.9 billion na nkrofo semi about so see hey sika kesi pa
obi kwa go yin mistake go 9.2 billion.
Madam Fubio say o send him I say the money is big. But at the end of the day, wo ejuma na yes yen na e ya na mempese me de ma adwen e ka kire mempese me ready from the act.
Okay.
Or say A, provide financial support to approved persons accessing specialized medical care for the treatment of chronic diseases.
Okay.
Or see B, facilitate the provision or access to specialized medical care for the treatment of persons with chronic diseases. What am I saying?
Na se bua obia o treat ni ya kwankro ya de.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Oversee na or see invest in programs to promote equitable access to specialized medical care as determined by the board of trustees. What am I saying?
Okay.
In all no patcher say apart from say you bet your medical bills no your second mandate is to make sure say equipment any infrastructure you did be testis crofo we no more chronic diseases no available for their treatment and diagnosis.
So timu on kwase betimi ato eno to support treatment.
Yes, into your medicines list.
Okay.
You betimi so sorry aka say rich hospital say CT scan in new MRI in new fluoroscopy in new mammogram machine new and they will call Rich Hospital how you be you betimi asori aka say yesika no ye TB dia koto equipment e kusi Rich Hospital because load na work Kolebu sees up to about 2,000 patients a day. 2,000 patients a day just for Kolebu. We call Rich Hospital they see about 1,000 patients every day be admitted 200. Inti se wo kase Rich equipment in niho no way you ni say me medical transfer so me the patients be call Rich. Omo hwe omo wie na omo se omo koye diagnosis and na say treatment machine be na ye de be yam omo nya na omo git na they have to walk out of the facility no omo akọ other private ye akoye test na so we assign their bread doctor no e wo Rich Hospital ho ma doctor no atre drama na wa ma no onward prescription so on for another diagnosis in Simbra. Wa bra nkasa equipment e bi si Rich Hospital ne bo be ye for my patients and na ofi doctor ne consulting room ha obetimi abo ewura mo diagnosis center ho test bia yesi onye bia obeye owi awa sign dia eden ama doctor no inti want me nkase medical trust fund no ye only about say sika bia ye de man ye no say ye dikotu ayare omoka
hospital.
Thank you. It's not possible if there's no equipment for their treatment and there's no even infrastructure equipment in Beden ebesimu or say catch yourself on third one or see investing in specialist training of our medical staff no inti say yetimi training doctors omo speciality unya cancer omo behwe unya kidney failure omo behwe inti sa doctors ni nya say yen na yetua for omo training what am I saying specialist training that is also under us yes sign another one say nurses say we training specialist nurses or bebo specialist doctor no ma wa ye adwuma no or sign ma we training specialist pharmacist any healthcare employees they need to be trained omo betimi ahwe sa chronic diseases no onja wo ho sa o se sanye research with some of the money you have so that we be say ye ko oti regional cancers we no omo report wo ho too much until at the end of the day no ye microphone ko won ko ye research hu say then this particular cancer ye timi enya from this part of the region ne yenkunkum se den eyeduane bi omudi ana ye bibi omo yensuo bi omo noma na bibi nti eno ne research na say ye into the non-communicable diseases no nti at the end of the day the Ghana Medical Trust Fund is not only about paying for medical bills for patients living with the chronic diseases no it's 4 major core mandates and na mapopo so achon paying of the bills, equipment and infrastructure, training of specialist care, and research into non-communicable disease. It is very broad.
President Mahamacares said, or copy from Mahamacares.
And they were copying detail. Oh, so be to in China or copy or not. Mahamacares said, oh, yeah, for a book, the man interest, and I'm trying to prepare.
I guess, who copy of your class that was it? You must do a shiny or sustenance of such initiative. Any idea about where na home yes there be the nimde say eba fe na hyase de efe ebekwa wi na ayebasa mo hihye mu no. How do you plan to sustain Mahamacares to live beyond an NDC-led leader into another regime?
Sabi obi wo ho say ade no kra ni din de Mahamacares nti Mahamawia o kwa odebeko sebe nya Mahama busuafo nko na Mahamacares yehwe and they are MPP people who attest to the fact to say your pilot cases na yeyen omudi omu case abaya ya mom what am I saying into obi ani wa obetimi aba aka se me NDC ni nti na maye pa no and anti na me catch say Obia uko school na oni nickname.
Yeah.
Me nickname na me wo school no member nchira. Iti Ghana Medical Trust Fund the nickname ne Mahamacares.
Okay.
At the end of the day President Mahama ko obi foforo boss Mahamacares in dem mpe mu use mo Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Esi ho. Enna bibia ye di hwe pomodin any health no ye mfe ndi agro.
Yeah.
When you toy with it you are toying with the life of the nation.
Yeah.
Sebi, you're starting national health insurance. What's the one him? Kasa DHA and then national health insurance across the 20 years I echo. At the end of the day, it depends on the foundation who be CSO. And I have so much belief in the president. Say within 4 years, a dear Ghana Medical Trust Fund meeting me ayeno. Abai bia ni oba obeka say we Mpensenpensemu. Because se me do room na me show cardiac centers na yesi Kolebu konfuanochi ne esoro tamale ho yeah na me show equipment gaps ye be bridge within this 6 months na me san show nipa with 50 pilot cases na ya no yetimi asa omo yare a enya ade a obi ba at the blink na wa ba be catch us say Ghana Medical Trust Fund no eye Mahamade anti ye fi ho one kasa cry by the time say bia sebe so wa ba ni wini a na wan kasa wo hu nkrofo kra o ma benefit no utwa weni a obehu sa ade we mfaso wo ho a ade we mitimi mfa mensanka but mitimi de bi ka ho ma ye dey ejina yi nti enye bibia eye negligible a ubetimi yi weni afi ho say da bi we de eye political game make bia Mahama be ye nti ye mpiansi nche na ye nko be ye as big as the national health insurance
0531 029 795 WhatsApp line. Must be answer a question be say Ebisa, the first administrator of Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Jumedi can say pa no be a man no. It is easy to make and not make you.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then if you know me and where I'm coming from, we will make it.
Why journalists will support you because you are part of the fraternity.
Exactly.
Why never qualify? Or say me national health insurance card and sana. Let me register at Ghana Medical Trust Fund.
And only na your friend no eligibility for the support.
Okay.
And the whole clean. We try act no ma. Ebe catch you say you must be a Ghanaian.
Okay.
So we Ghanaian. Ebe san catch you say we registered under the National Health Insurance Scheme.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you know, we financial health insurance no so now we be Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Okay. So that's the transition. So we talk about the pyramid. Yeah. Pyramid na seno a one free
That's
free primary health care. Sorry.
No, yeah.
Free primary health care na dasi.
Okay.
And no chere say wo sorry anopa utie oya wo no dodo utimi ko chips compound bi e wa wonchen midwife bi a wate small bi won nchen wa akọ check wo blood pressure a check wo sugar ne ade so ho no check wi a e free nti ho no mo hu say no wo situation we dey e say wo move ko health insurance so a no mo move ko district hospitals no.
Okay.
Because the district hospitals any polyclinics any ade no more na wo national health insurance starting from.
Okay.
Inti so omo no deal with you the will move you ko regional hospitals and teaching hospitals now. At the end of the day, you qualify to go onto the Ghana Medical Trust Fund.
Okay.
And untina ye kasa wo baby a ye kase where the national health insurance ends.
Okay.
Utiadu baby a onko bimu. And no, they will make it clear to you say national health insurance card no. Emfa. Into hono na Ghana Medical Trust Fund bede. Ebefa.
Okay, so so wo kidney kura and started preoccupy neighbor.
Dabi.
A process.
Process no.
Until the first stage near say obeko nkuma na e was
hono.
Na ye test ko na ye test ko say there be wo de no e be e chronic. The near move ko kesiem. Edu kesiem health insurance ATB support na
exactly. Because the health insurance no normal dialysis you crowd they will call 2 times a week.
Yeah.
What man say? Yeah. But a bedroom bribia we need more than 2 times.
Sure.
National health insurance cannot cover it for you. What man say? Until by that time the doctor now show na okita wo history no. Ono ne bottom na one computer na isi na no. There's a Ghana Medical Trust Fund bottom I wo.
Yeah.
Until doctor now show no ono no be click sa bottom no. No, or the war ato yen ye fund no so.
Okay.
So you as an individual, want me nanti Ghana Medical Trust Fund office. Say me yari o mo famento mo fund. No, it's not possible. Doctors no are the ones who will make the intervention. Say what bro health insurance so say baby we do no chronic state no ye hear say ye be your surgery we ye hear say ye do two chemotherapy be so say ye your deep brain seated tumor be bi ohun e ho na do side no na doctor no am making intervention to us.
Okay.
Into doctor ne click here do medical records nya ade no gu system no so abaye ho.
Okay.
Enya do ye ho a ye subject matter aspects no depending on which condition it is no or more access we are within 14 days no ya click ya catch your back say ya enroll on the Ghana Medical Trust Fund.
So what are the things that goes into the review? Somunya doctor no report say esimesi ya otimeni ma mehwene na yare baby akwa akodruni obehia support because me kan say me na akwa akwa we say nipa ebe wi achi we na doctor for ne egofo bi akwa akwa hye ho na yakopia manfo bi akwa akoto so bi a mo yare no kwenti sese na bi aye kan.
That is not possible.
Okay.
Because ye wo agents so ye wo coordinators across the regions.
Okay.
That coordinator no before ye by approval no or no hospital where we follow case we hu patient no onim baby cra patient ni
or a medical person.
Oh yeah, medical person be a national health policy for my policy in healthcare.
Okay.
It be a doctors, it be a nurses, but then they are on our payroll as patient navigators.
Okay.
Until they are the ones who will deal with doctor and they why intervention amakwisi.
Okay.
Doctor no bet you say patient we na mede na to mu we no so. Until no be follow up no facility no. Now what advising and say patient we or starting this year say ni say then we cross check with documents and doctor so they are to year way no so. Until immediately ni subject matter experts no approve say we or qualify pay we enroll you.
So you don't just accept the doctor's recommendation?
No. We are patient navigators in the various facilities. They will follow up. Into doctor to me nkofo bi keke mba say we medena to suntie no. We investigate. We have the nkofo so omo approval side.
Okay.
And that's why when the doctor ne click the information go so it takes us 14 days to approve you.
Oh, okay. So this 14 days the
investigation patient navigator the information back okay. So access say specialist na ye omo ye adwuma wo yen ho no depending on who is in that category or share. Okay. So a nephrologist or no be catch in case we ye be say okay doctor no way no dey mind you good the pass.
So will it going to be say a be a Kolebu? But before Kolebu, medical could be at 37. Mobile just report me medical history.
We need the history
to compare
into compare where you started from.
Where they are chronic. No?
Thank you.
You need to start from somewhere.
Yes.
If you are 37, then you're chronic. Not a diba. But do Kolebu chronic.
Ninya cry here.
Okay.
Baby, I was starting fee. Baby, I will do. And baby, I hear twice with.
We are pilot. Nipa saying na what me reach out to them.
So far, no pilot here can say 50 pilot cases.
Okay.
What man say? As at today, I know can say 35 cases.
35
yes.
cases.
35 cases now, and ranges from a 5-month-old baby. Sebe na neni ya wo no ho ade. But then Yankopon adaroma ya ne surgery ma waye den. Waye watiapo.
Okay.
To a 70-year-old man. What man say? In that category no, baby ya wo ho, ya 15 males, ya 20 females.
Okay.
And now beneficiaries you're cutting across the regions. So far, 11 regions. And then for the 35 cases now, you're spending 2.85 million for these treatments.
Okay.
What am I saying? I'm
2.85 million
Ghana cedis for 35 cases.
From 2.9 billion.
Okay. Yeah, act now me read the chair. The chair will say you bet me aji gift, you bet me aji donations.
Sure.
Last year, appointed him, I decided that I was going to engage corporate institutions near there. No money donations to us. Okay. And only 6.6 million.
Wow.
Apart from your budget, into year donations so between September and December. Me cost rest corporate institutions, individuals near there. 6.6 million
Ghana cedis.
Thank you. Apart from your budget and another one.
Okay.
Inti no mu na yesi ye dey pilot cases. Okay. Na ya test system no na ya hade. Inti no mu na ye dey say adwuma we are estimating say by the time you be 50 cases na ya spending about 5 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
But it is good for us because ema ye hu loopholes ni nya na ye timi hu say we ye start here we na say ye go into details hu say we ye test where say we san ye we na ye hwa ade. But ma mema example. Nurse midwife bia or ye juma one of the communities that crow or jia wa to say something had happened in her head and no she lost it completely on him what it is constant headaches near there sebe mo am crow for joy news for ni kudi eche amache me da wa na me hu video no na msi case we e say ye kofa na ye hu juma ampaso okokolibu no Kolebu see machine no mo de betwe no ebi ni ho ni omo woni ja to mo enye dwuma inti Kolebu de ne call baby a ye friend Urake e wo East Legon what am I saying Kolebu is even referring inti ye call Urake no Urake gave us a bill of 210,000 Ghana cedis ade chen ye call ye the check koma Urake for Emma Urake for a promising and say ade chia ombema Dr. Sako de any team no oma in surgery ordinarily inka for such a case no nko mbeye no open head surgery but then nyamia da roma equipment be wo your friend cath lab catheterization lab ni omo ye ne se omo wo cord bi kekewu inim se wo nkrofo no video na omo de na mo sa na omo de wura wutrim no man notice baby a cloth na bibi wo no no ma sucking it out
obo be why ade o you see akwe no akusua
inti Dr. Sako de ni team no ye chia sika na de chia no pa no mo de lady ni go into surgery I'm telling you within few hours they are done the third day na ma me ni yi na okofi yes Rebecca
wow
yes. And there's a case we pick from Joy News.
Yeah.
Yes. And now, I'm telling you, say, can you imagine, says our patient, an open head surgery. Complications in how long crop at that hospital in dry your bed Tonya dear. And then Rebecca, within 3 days, she was back home. And one of the stations I call a friend did not also. Wow, Casada yes, say Yamin Shrine. Rebecca, you're funny case, no. Ya bisano so de no to so bisan say ye bisan so NDC card na no obi yare a o yare for politics here den it's some change Obia so knew out of these 35 cases, the baby son and say, and our party by near day. It doesn't happen under me. And President Mahama will not even accept
because
for us to be doing that.
The process crowd a fast so the it's difficult for a party card to
exactly.
play room.
My opponent yes, Juma.
Yeah.
And then Rebecca or China will resume Juma beginning of next month. Meanwhile, in Kabay better hospital hop over. It's President Mahama say. Kolebu card lab na isi ho na ahye no me sesa no
okoto from
me of pictures I met me a kire ye ko bubu ho ni nyegu ye the machine foforo si ho eno ni
okay
Kolebu old one ni
okay
nti ye decommission equipment sa no mo friend who to see now to event decommissioning who we are na ye the new one na ye dey esi ho
journalist American. Okay. Oh,
and
nice.
yes, fancy okay, so ye bie mu kakra because mu space ne nso. But ye bie mu kakra na ye timi edi esi ho na saa case ya nka Kolebu a refer ama Urake. Say see would do a Kolebu card you ho no ye be ya ma.
Okay.
Can you imagine how many patients will be saved? Stroke of 1 year death through that equipment na ye this year. So with the health ministry any Ghana Medical Trust Fund in collaboration no na ye dey atosa equipment na ye dey this year by end of March no sa equipment na nka wo be trans referral e dey akọ no wo be du Kolebu na bia ye dey esi ho ye nja no ho a ye kọ confirm no che omu ni bi kura omu ni space po omu dey ba ma ye me dey machine bia ye dey esi ho President Mahama say ye be si dan ni bi esi ho and then me name say won crop for pictures na thank you and no na ye call foundation ye si ni
okay
ye de eno no omo kra de because omo wo space ye si dan no from into what we are doing is that we are putting everything in there for into card lab ni benya ho ye be si hybrid theaters ICU recovery wards oxygen plants ni bibia in there until say wunya room for treatment na enye say ye do call another department akoye test bi na ye de wa bibia wo be bia
o me wie na bibia wo to be pay so ko fie
pacho anu pharmacy wom consulting rooms wom enye confanochi nkwa na ye ja wo yes I the same thing what tamale next week you go have me the pictures number sendo also yaye foundation in that case no ye be wie no na ye ho no ye fra cardiology centers into ye to need in Ghana Medical Trust Fund Cardiology Center everything to do with cardio no you can do it in there.
So this pilot with 35 cases no regions be na cases ni free eba
11 so far yeah 11 regions out of the 16. What we are doing is that 15 now can we want to extend the invitation to the other
5 now can
to the other regions no enya emfa obi mba ye no into any medical directors ne ye friend saying CEOs no of the facilities no kasa say some more patients bi wo ho a omo ho hiahia omo bi obi wo ho a owo tumor owo chronic disease ano o share o person o de brain omo fa brain ti e be wie no with the 50 pilot cases no now yeah all the 16 regions just for them to have a taste of what the Ghana Medical Trust Fund can do.
How many teaching hospitals now so far are visiting?
Mpacho, my visiting teaching hospitals in here. So far we have 10 regional hospitals and 5 teaching hospitals.
It's what Kolebu. So Kolebu. Wako Cape Coast. Wako Konfanoche. Wako Tamale.
Sunyani.
Sunyani. Oh yeah.
Nti ye ninya ye so regional hospitals in 10 regions nya yakoninya. Nti ye oba your officer ye will be a friend who needs assessment document.
Okay.
And your course around nya ba ye no and you putting it together into apart from your act no your needs assessment report and only bible ye di ejuma and no me fa menim se Kolebu sende ye see sika bia ba ye to equipment menim se Kolebu for radiotherapy machine e wo krom ha nya ye 1.5 half wo Kolebu and one no a private institution the whole country into ende obi wo Salaga na se owo problem e se ye di ye radiotherapy mana yintimi enka se ye fa ka amano efi Salaga Aba all the way to Kolebu. Meanwhile, Kolebu machine make us a half nature say enye dwuma yie. Etimi break it down by 4 months. Into we do a line e wo by 4 months. Into we do so patient ba ende no obedi line no so by the time ebedu no so. Thank you. And now what the name ba so a wonfo no nko amba o. E say odin ne boafo ka ho ba. Wo ba wo beji hotel amano wo be ma omo eduane di omo upkeep ni ade
transport bibia
ansa wa be yes test no ansa owi aya kire no ne yes oye ansa wa sign de nako yintimi yes edwuma na sa.
So I started as a journalist after reporting from hospitals or report talk akraya ukoye. What do you think is a major gap in our health?
Mahamacares na we run for kakra and then me who say we run share down hoye Gromha in October. Corporate institutions are kesiye. Big offices. We do bebia. I'm say you cram my joy online ni mwan kasakura. You be do na more branding ha pink. Me wana. Me kasa menchiro. The whole of this country, government institutions, facilities na you use, regional hospitals, teaching hospitals near there. The whole country, mammogram machine will hire 5.
The whole Ghana.
The whole Ghana.
Thank you. For breast
thank you. Within 40 years, I will say be me minjina hanhwe say menufu bibia ye okay ana bibi demo ana science be show ana bibi. For between the teaching hospitals and the mammogram machines in year 5.
Fache me nhwe Rebecca video no. Ali say be am for betimi connect ni na ko say anokaka keke. Rebecca Oju Obia were offered team year Ghana Medical Trust Fund for Cornwall. And maybe I should have managed.
A brain aneurysm. A brain aneurysm is a weakness within the blood vessels. Sometimes, because it's a point of weakness, the slightest increase in pressure in the brain causes bleeding. In the first instance of bleeding, almost 50% of people die. So she's lucky to have even made it to the hospital.
That urgent thing was surgery, not optional, not delayable, but life-saving. A surgery so expensive that no family member, no matter how willing, could raise the amount in time. Every second felt heavier than the last. Hope was slipping away, replaced by fear, tears, and the painful question, what happens if help doesn't come? It was a moment where life stood on the edge, waiting for a miracle.
We weren't anticipating that it would move on to this stand. We thought it was just a simple headache that had happened, and with the normal routine of analgesia, she would be able to come out of it. But it lingered on, moved on, with the medical team taking care of us, and finally we ended up with the diagnosis. It was a big blow. We kept on praying and hoping that we get a miracle.
Rebecca kept battling that throbbing headache, a relentless drumbeat behind her eyes, pounding with every breath she took.
That's a touch.
This meant the Ghana Medical Trust Fund could step in, and we took responsibility and committed to covering the full cost.
She won my heart, I must say, as we went to the hospital to meet her to make the payments to the facility. She was not simply thinking about her pain, what she's been through over the months. She was thinking about getting well, going back to her facility.
A lot that everything went on well. We are going to have our sister back and our midwife back. It's over. And it's over for good. We thank God. We thank the Ghana Medical Trust Fund.
Dated, but she still remembered to say thank you. She still remembered to say how she couldn't wait to go back to work.
The Ghana Medical Trust Fund has become a savior.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the patient, excited for the team, and excited for all of us. And thanks again to the sponsors who made this happen, Mahamacares and the president, Madam Mugobia. We are grateful to them.
Eti Rebecca, Nesni, Adie, no. So say na yami ase say onya chijinafo. A lot of Ghana for be air cosati team we say. And I believe the Mahamacares will continue to do the magic for us. And support it. And support it. It be a bit me a dear boy biano, yen fanye. Because be a mecas yare dear, unim baby a bit. Madame Foucault who filling station or to fool. Fool attendant ne boy na or bo. Mahamacares and say, oh my share. You come no wood a can. Franco Trading Enterprise in Mahamacares open phone papa to one channel benye say Nokia, Samsung, iPhones or TV so ranging from 32 to 100 inches. And find a good day. Co Franco Trading Enterprise na koto phone papa. Sounds no Franco air conditioner so free 1.5 to 2.5 horsepower chest freezers that for refrigerators. So a washing machine. And obi a pentama ko bibia kwaba. To here washing machine that me aboa esu ne man 10 about. Microwave so any blender, generator, gas and electric stove and so CCTV camera. Ona ko kabda minta candle. Odi ni so when does it come so? We moto CCTV. Ela zo moto. Ela moto.
Minister my order.
Oh yes, CCTV camera part about Franco Trading Enterprise na be Adom. From number is 0246 422 338 0246 422 338 and 0555 939 311 0555 939 311 and after 0302 225 651 0302 225 651. Franco Trading Enterprise still for papa efie and warum. Gold board jewelry. There be back to us over to ade de ato komu. Over to de ato nsa. Say yasuma de say ye even ring put na beto na pure gold. To free gold board jewelry. Omkwa na beto papa de amount. En koto no bi akofa kope bi no de gold das bi afa for aka to say pure gold obwa or dada. Opa de pure gold board jewelry. E da benya e de efri be to say se uto gold board jewelry ade na de tukwa de free Ghana. Enye ne free Canada pure. Wo de Ghana nyina e na pie. Is just we yourself na say Ghana gold and a shiny ye pa. Or showrooms bebre e won cry ene kumasem. Cry Kumbu Kimbu Road or back or Diamond House. Oh Kimbu Road but from what 0555 810 005. Osu Oxford Street. So from what 0556 771 438. East Legon Otele Avenue. So from what 0553 163 811. Spintex Marina Mall. So gold board UFO oh showroom back on from what 0556 771 414. Tema Community 11 as a showroom back on also number 0556 771 415. Kumasi Ampoma Arcade Edanemu or showroom back on also number 0556 771 416. And a Pempe the First International Airport near Kumasi Airport no as a showroom back on and then but Uremwa or Sabi Kumso hold on Ura Pempe the First International Airport Okwa checking Uremwa Sabi Benkumso restaurants no on what restaurants now when shop no na and one from 0531 040 808 Gold Board Jewel Sim. Discover the collection that marries heritage with modern luxury. Farmer Trust and Sunni Mesidabi Hospital Dr. Akacho Sampa who malaria a drew bit me abo eto said about a Lumi Trust. Lumi Trust a drew. A malaria do tatahwe one time. Nansa echi eno ano wato ya okofiem. Osaso the Nurido je enso aba. Wapo no aposo yo ya Mr. Oda kodu fia. Wodware wie no timnie fansa sa de beti na ho ato say form. Eno trouser 400 so aba sonsundro. Da bia abofuno de nkwa na nkwa we de Mr. Oda. Sonsun na aba yem. Unya trouser 400 etimi aboa akum sonsun ne nyira. O member bi etondro bia no kwa won sabe ka bi ato. Wo bi pharmacy. Wo chemical shop. Na ope bi ato a. Friend 0561 088 666 and 0561 088 663. Bedwe dwumani de ye da nwaba ye beto akomo so. kwa baby efa emra ba dwam dwumadies baby adru as usual say munim say no na e be kan message dey ade aba 0531029795 e be a question say pacho anye sika na ye che oni ka for we fam anye sika na pacho ye che Mahamacares yetwama hospital yetwa fam na mo hwe ni pa do yam man kakra nkofie
Mia media ebo.
Oh, okay. That's be am sama kakra de coffee say be yaja. Okay. Mahamacares will be a good initiative if and only if what our honorable Obobia is saying is going to be well implemented. God help Mahamacares, God help Mother Ghana. Isaac Boache edia ode ebaye and mamifa message way. Okay. Good morning, please ask her, what is the difference between national health insurance and the Mahamacares? Gaffa, came to say, Gaffa, say, would delay kakra. Good morning, please. Is hepatitis also part of the trust fund?
No, please.
Ebenezer?
No, please.
And hepatitis? And yet non-communicable? Okay. Team. Good morning, please. My doctor has approved to me for having prostate cancer. Yes. How can I get help?
Yes, you can get help when we roll out from the 1st of April.
Okay.
Because I dream I have say, in fact, cases in conditions in on body or more at once. Okay. But luckily, cancers is what we are starting with. Okay. Prostate, breast cancer, cervical, 4 childhood cancers. Okay. They are the ones that we are rolling out from the 1st of April.
Okay.
Into on a doctor and casa. As soon as we go live March now, or more testing software near the doctor can make an intervention for him.
Okay. Good morning. How are you? Please tell Mama Obobia I love her as my mom. She's owing me, and when she came to campaign at English Amman from Park, she promised me she will help me with 3,000 Ghana. She's beautiful, intelligent, respected. Okay, 3,000 Ghana. Good morning, please. I want to ask, are the doctors aware of this information? Because we know how the system works in Ghana. Someone will be sick, which needs urgent medical attention, but that person will be there till he dies. I'm hoping from Tema.
The doctors are aware. New medical directors, they are aware. But then people should also know. Say, your facilities in
okay.
10 regional hospitals, 5 teaching hospitals. Districts ni bi wo ho mo ni teaching hospital na regional hospitals and on na ya fa 6 na aka ho nti eno no be 21 and na ya fa private for ni bi aka ho because me catch say Kolebu nya case to me refer my Uracare into Uracare Bank Hospital UGMC ni ade ni nya kwesa for maritime for na ade ya de ombeka ho nti by the time we roll out ya de be 30 facilities na be call out so we will put that list out nti say wo your patient or baby a wo betimi age referral cause facilities because that's where you can access us as we roll out and then as we go forward we keep adding.
Sure. Good morning, Adom TV. Please, if you want to maintain the policy of the trust fund, why not only use Ghana Medical Trust Fund without any name attached to it, like Ghana Health Insurance? No name is attached for the purpose of continuity. Thanks. Combinant Joseph. I
just simply think that at the end of the day, very soon it will Ghana Medical Trust Fund beginning obviously because the year campaign at the end, but I'm sure that it will fade away nicely. But the Ghana Medical Trust Fund is what is on all our documentation.
Okay. Please, I was very sick, but I don't know what you are talking about. Can I get help, please? My English is not good at all. Mahamacares, please help me because I'm dying just because I don't have anybody to help me.
Okay. Pacho, you beja number nama on Crawford no more reply in the message. No money your doctor in house no. And kasa. Why?
Okay. Eti Pacho gift your show. Na Omayaba. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Sia. Please, I'm Ajua from BBNA. I would like to have mommy's contact to discuss something with her if possible. Mommy's contact. Yeah. You mate. Yenebeka. Madam Obobia is the right person to have been appointed by the president as the administrator of Ghana Medical Trust Fund. The president was very intentional about this policy, a very life-saving policy. We trust her capabilities and we pray for God's guidance and protection for her and the entire Ghana Medical Trust Fund team throughout this journey. Indeed, there's hope for the ordinary Ghanaian patient. Kudos. Abdul Salam. See this anyway. Bye. Well, you see, I'm still confused about how such a beautiful woman could do that. Oh, I'm disturbed. She needs to be investigated. What the way Patrick is me. So can't abaya na.
Baby no.
Why? then Mamenye Mahamacares. My name is Hackman Osu Asaf Mabwase. President Mama, you done very well. God bless you. And then they say party. Okay. Joyce was sent to the hospital because she was stabbed by the thief, which she was. Hey, okay. Good morning. My name is Obanji, watching you from Winneba Central Region. In fact, I'm very touched with the administrator of Ghana Medical Trust Fund, Mahamacares. Please, I would like to know if she has any plan of installing such machines in the regional hospitals like Trauma and Specialty Hospital in Winneba.
Yes, yeah, trauma ho ye call into more urgent needs.
Okay.
Omo can ye list of the first phase now. Yeah, the equipment need be call no.
Yeah.
Cape Coast Teaching Hospital is part of it. Okay. For Central Region, Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, any trauma, Winneba, no, they will benefit from it.
But make sure papu a message. Also, infertility, psychological torture, trauma, pressure from society are painful realities, but cannot justify crime. The lady in the baby theft case shouldn't be protected by the feminists, as some have already started. You, Martin. Good morning, I'm enjoying the show. Obi is already doing a great job with the Mahamacares, and we know she will do even better. Kudos to her. Shao Beni, Edia, also Eddie Biden. My last one, I just want to ask. I just want to say kudos to my mother, Obobia, for the yeoman's job she's doing at the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. She should continue the good job and remember that we are always proud of her. Maxwell from Ayawasu East constituency. Where the actually here? How do we get to contribute to Mahamacares?
*255#.
Oh, okay.
*255#.
But
for one Ghana be too one Ghana and you never bet than what the 2 marbles will be about times million.
Oh, okay. Mahamacares.
And your Mahamacares, or the Fubin and the Baba. This year, this month of February, you know, for the month of love, yeah, be a furniture, okay. And only our boxes are EDC Vantage Points, be crashing in your office reception. Okay. You can just drive you, okay, to be a one, Fatum, Bompa, and now dear call. Support. Apart from that, your website no is finally ready, it's going live. Okay. What it is that Omomowa brocheni across the regions, no, you can just go onto the website, no, and click the donate button, no, and on a bet or say be a donate at once and now donate monthly. Now and also enroll on it. But there's something I want to tell the corporate institutions. Obi wo dream was says ask where the come Mahamacares cry we ever sign take your tax on. Yes, it could be as a corporate institution, will tax comes back to you. Yente tax when you give us money. In TSA corporate institutions, we need to educate them a bit. No more who say bibi ombeya manyen yente tax wo ho. And as a wo equipment and bibi opesa what buy ye the port also ye clear ye be clear and duty free. Into all these things, no, it doesn't baby dream or more taxes or more betuanica or more in trying to help us now. The person me easy or more mind to say you don't have to pay.
Commentary reading message from my phone, but this is from a medical doctor. I was say please ask Dr. Obobia, doctor in inverted commas. What's the partnership with the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons about?
Yes, what it is about is that the president wants, as we're putting these equipment across the country, you know, we should be able to boast to say region BIA oncologists, cardiologists, nephrologists, critical care nurses, or mobile to me abua. And my operating machines now patients. No. Into what we are doing is that we are in partnership with the Physicians and Surgeons College to train specialized doctors.
Well, it's a doctor and sending message.
Until we are going to train up to about 100 specialists and spread them across the country so that equipment we have the doctors and nurses and critical care staff, healthcare staff there to manage it and manage the patients for us. We are not only doing it for the doctors also. Nurses, midwives, college, we are also paying for 100 nurses to go and train and be specialized. Yes, I trainee pharmacists so that they can all specialize and be able to take care of conditions now. Ye can want some into ye be no ye were doctors for oncology, ye were nurses for oncology, ye were midwives, ye were doctors also for nephrology, bibia, all the critical care areas ninya ye nim say ye be no, we have staff that have been trained under us, that have specialized, and the specialized courses most of the time is about 3 years. Into most of them will be enrolled on it but still be doing their work. Into physicians and surgeons, so what they are doing is that instead of moving them into their facility, they are organizing like teams to go into the regions to train them. Until they are starting with the OT for the first phase, they will go around the country for the training, and then by the time third year, they will all graduate as specialists under the Ghana Medical
infrastructure gaps now. We are witnessing a health centers. Why a bit me so a delay with it?
Corporate Ghana should help us. In the beginning, for the first phase, we are making that move ourselves, so that they will know that at the end of the day, yetime ade radio therapy machine esi kolebu.
Okay.
Unim say ye the cat lab esi kolebu. Unim say nkrofo ye dwuma mede mo mede ombetimi aye. Inti ye say agrobe so afia nopa. What we want to do is to make those interventions into your list wa ya capture no urgent needs.
Okay.
Inti ano ya check across the 10 regional hospitals, any 5 teaching hospitals. Baby abe benefiti baby ba ko mienu baby sa. Inti ye be wien by September no na ye di CT scan MRI si tamale inti yenim so omo sa catchment area ho ni nya omunya problem ni bia ye ni se ye di omo ba Accra ombetimi akọ Tamale Teaching Hospital yenim se mfimfin ho Komfanochi na si ho all the surrounding areas yenim se Komfanochi here oxygen plant ni ade ye ni nya as their urgent needs inti ye be wie no na ya che omo into 5 your friend is saying zones omunya will benefit so that obi yare fi bibiani a wonim se bibiani wo de ne ba fiankwanta ebeboa wonim se obi yare from ho echi ho baby a wonim se ho wo ho inti ye be wie no na ye wo 5 of such areas are almost surrounding communities can access them.
How do you want to live and remembered for as the first administrator of Ghana Medical Trust Fund?
Eba nya question back one we be say abom to do so no. May Ghanaians be kind to me when I'm done.
So go be a jai camera can. Or jai microphone can. And we just first because not phone you a bit me a type of sorry so. Who take those kaka?
Those kaka. Now the corner James say Jenny but I cancel me say what kind of English is this?
Oko Ministry of Information and I'm meet by Nico.
You need lorry for crowd the office. Yeah, bro. Now me person casual here for last interview with me.
Confess me.
Johnny.
Watch now go. Who am friend back James say. And I mean you honor.
Moka come home say.
Oh, you will be a say.
Miss Medasi.
That's it. So beyond Mahamacares be now here.
Oh, me empower.
Okay, my social media account nini. Okay. Okay.
We share your Twitter, CCSA friend X.
Yeah.
Your Facebook.
Okay.
Your Dinya baby your hobby.
Okay.
All of it. Dinya short code no sooner that man really fee. Answer na yebe pon now the one Ghana.
Short code for okay, obi enche one Ghana. Me enfa hwe Ghana for ya there. Okay. Start 255
say unua bi oso hu be kan ye di bi be kwa akwhwe. At the end of the day no me wie Mahamacares na unim say me empower young girls into me ignite youth empowerment.
Ayem say eno ewo. Me say
eno na me.
But website no obi sa question be nya response.
Bibia wo button bia wo hia how to enroll, what to do, what kind of conditions we are taking care of, how we are rolling out nya but Ghanaians should know that from the 1st of April, the Ghana Medical Trust Fund will go live.
Media presence here. Big you media here. Yanko point yard watch na. Ya best to us. So in patch say share Rebecca video no ABM. It will give you a record of idea Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Area Ghana this year. Because say 200,000 Ghana cedis. Oye adwuma oye adwuma na no mie no bia nka enye adwuma nke bede timetua. Rebecca video BM macro.
Guardian against the unstoppable force of blood. The mission is simple in words, but impossibly complex in reality. Stop the flow, save a life. Every movement is tense, every breath measured, as the line between hope and heartbreak hangs by a thread.
A few challenges technically, but thank God we scaled them, and we got a very good expected results.
All eyes on the screens. A triumphant smile from Professor Sarkodie. Rebecca's problem has been cracked. They did this within 2 hours.
Good, very successful. We closed up the aneurysm, and so we have sealed off that point where she bled. You won't feel any pain, you're not going to feel any symptoms. We needed to seal it off because if you allow that space to break off or rupture or rebleed, then her chances of surviving will be very low. But now we've taken care of that potential complication.
I think that first of all, let me say thank you to the CEO of Mahamacares Springs. Fantastic man, up to the beat. And then also Dr. Sarkodie and his team, fantastic team. I think that when I got there, they were in another surgery. And then he simply had to come out, say hello to me, allowed me to say hello to the team. Fantastic team, very pleasant. And I want to say thank you to them.
Rebecca is ready to be wheeled to the ward. But first, her siblings must know the outcome. The waiting room is tense, every second stretching like an eternity. Words aren't needed here. The doctor's face tells the story. And then the doctor appears.
Hi.
Hi.
So, how are you feeling? Well, you can see, yes, you can see smiles on my face.
Her eyes welled up, her lips trembled, and a mixture of disbelief and overwhelming gratitude washed over her face.
The moment I heard that they were done, I said that, listen, let me go and see her. And between you and I, it was a lot of relief for me as I got in.
Her, leaving her trembling, and the loan has finally released its hold. Where hope seemed to vanish, the Ghana Medical Trust Fund stepped in and restored it. A future once uncertain now glows with possibility. Soon, Rebecca will return to her true calling, caring for expectant mothers, guiding new life safely into the world. The very mission that defines her. The storm has passed. Life has triumphed. Hope has won.